What's going on, guys? It's your boy Toph. I'm going to show you how to install Windows Server 2022 using HyperV Manager. So we'll open up HyperV Manager. We can open it up by choosing Start and then HyperV Manager. It'll open this up. We'll right mouse click this, New, Virtual Machine. Next, we'll name the virtual machine. We can just store it. If we want to choose a different location, we can, but we'll just store it in the default location. We'll choose Generation 2. And then 4 gigs is usually what I do as the minimum for Windows Server, so we'll just leave this at 4 gigs. For the connection, we'll choose our default switch, whatever yours is. It could be named differently. And then same thing on the hard drive. We'll just do 100 gigs. Then we want to install this operating system, so we'll choose here. We'll choose the eval for Windows Server 2022. I'll post the link to the download for this ISO in the description. Choose next and finish. Perfect. And then we'll look at the firmware. We want to make sure our DVD drive is the first bootable. I always change network to boot after the hard drive. That's just my preference. In this case, we can leave secure boot enabled and choose Microsoft Windows, but I'm just going to turn off secure boot since this is a test machine. 8 virtual processors. We could do 4 if we wanted to, so we'll leave that at 4. We can leave the hard drive alone. Everything should be good here. DVD's good, image files there. Everything else should be good to go. We'll click apply and OK. Now you'll see the server here, so we can connect to it. It'll open up a VNC. You'll click start here, and it'll start the Windows installation process. Oh, I got insufficient RAM. So I've seen this a couple times. It's because I got too much stuff open. So let's go and change this. It's typically not recommended, but let's try 2 gigs. See if that'll help. If that doesn't help, we can do 1 gig. I know that works. Just click continue here. Cool. We'll press any key. Did we miss it? We can restart this server by turning it off and turning it back on. Oh. Missed it again. Dang it. Try it again. There we go. We pressed any key. Now it's going to load Windows Server 2022. We'll click good, English, US, next. We'll install. The setup is starting. I will come back as, oh, there it is. So let's go ahead and choose standard or desktop. I do the desktop versions, but you can do the core versions. It just is basically like PuTTY or Linux or SSH, but let's do the desktop experience. Go ahead and accept their terms of use. I always choose custom because we want to provision this full 100 gigs. Cool, all of our partitions are good. Now we can click next, and it's installing. As soon as it's done, I will be back. Alright, so the installation completed. It's asking me to restart, but it'll restart automatically after this countdown. Alright, the OS is loading and getting ready, so we'll wait here until it's completed. Alright, so it just finished. We'll choose a password. And this is for the administrator account. You cannot change it, so we'll click finish once we put that password. Cool, now we're in. So we're at the login page. It's going to ask us to press Control-Alt-Delete, but if we press Control-Alt-Delete, it's going to pull up our actual PC. So what we'll do is we click Action here. We can do Control-Alt-N, or we can just click that. It'll show up. Put in that same password we just set. And it's going to load up and start Server Manager. If this is a server, we never want to make this discoverable, but if it's just a test machine, you can click yes. I'm going to click no here. Perfect. Now we got in here. If we're going to use IE, it's strongly recommended to turn off enhanced security for administrators, or you'll get in a loop where you got to add all the websites that you're trying to go to manually to its access control list. So I typically turn this off for administrators. It's not a big of a deal in 2022 because you have Edge now, but in 2008 it was a huge deal. You'd want to turn that off if you're going anywhere on the web. That's how to install Windows Server 2022.